Hi, I'd like to make some questions with you, Mr. D. Please, what's your name, sir?
I'm David Martin, although most people call me D.
And D, where are you from?
I'm here from Madison, Wisconsin. Grew up here, lived my whole life here.
Okay, good. And D, tonight we make some questions about João Bosco mosquito from our project down in Rio, our social project that calls LCCT Combat Team. But we call the project Hope for Life. I would like to ask you some questions. So, what do you think about this initiative of bringing, mosquito, a special kid that started in the project many years ago? And what do you think, how this is good for him and for you too? I would like you to say a little bit for us here.
Well, I came down to train with Luis 5 years in a row, and all I saw, I've never been to the projects. I'm not wealthy, but I'm certainly not poor. But all I saw was results. And I saw a mosquito there, and I said after the first year that I was down there, I said, if all kids were like mosquito, I think the world would be awesome. I'd probably have like a dozen of them or something. Because it's like I look at kids, at least up here and around, and I see not so good. Because I'm 56 now, and I sort of come from way back when things were a lot more. I came from a small town where things were just sort of Mayberry-ish, if you know what that is. And one of my girlfriends actually called me, Leave It to Beaver kind of guy, because I lived in a same kind of family unit, and everything was real solid for me. And I saw a mosquito, and I said, that's amazing. I have never, ever honestly met anyone, an adult or a child or teenager, that's as good of character as I see in mosquito. So I see the end result and the kind of skills that he's developed along the way, and the kind of gentleman. He'd take me out with him when I'd go out, because I wouldn't know what I was doing in Brazil, and he would treat me like I was more than family. And I was always, always totally impressed with him. And I remember one time that I came into the dojo, or Luis's place, and Mosquito was off in the corner, and I think he was crying, and I said to Luis, I think Mosquito's having a little bit of a hard time. And Luis went over and talked to him, and it was actually his birthday, and what had happened that day is the police had to come to his family's house because there was a scuffle between his parents. And Mosquito was depressed because of that. And within a half hour or so, there were at least 100 people there. They had a birthday cake. They were singing a birthday something in Brazil. And I saw Mosquito turn back into, from being very sad to very happy again. And I felt that was the essence of what the entire group and what Luis does here. The end result is somebody like Mosquito that's just unbelievable personality. I talked to everybody about him. And I talked about Luis and what he's done to him. Every student that comes through, I mention the same thing. And Chago, his whole I've never been treated so well by Mosquito and Luis and Chago and his whole family as anyone else in the entire world. And another thing, I've learned so much from being down there, just personally, that my whole life has been totally, completely opened up and changed because of these people. I can't say enough.
Nice. So, in other words, you're saying that Mosquito and his jiu-jitsu and little Danilo, so it helped out change your life for sure. So it was definitely a good thing.
Oh, for sure. And everybody knows that.
Thank you, Mr. D. I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
Thank you.